Yes. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me now?
Yes, can hear you.
Yeah. I just wanted to tell you that I was a little stuck in the beginning, and then I
Okay.
think I started writing for the six, whatever you have told us, and
Categories.
But
Yes.
some of them I had subconsciously repeated it, and that was one. And two
Okay.
was my son and my daughter. I always share a lot of things with them, and when I shared with them, they said, "Wow, we'd like to do it, Mama. You should tell us what you're doing."
Yeah.
And by the way, my son is 45 and my daughter is 47 and
Okay.
I'm 66. And so I said, wow. I just said, okay, I must let you know that I think they're going to be with the journey with me.
Love
And
it.
I think I'm going to have a wonderful time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Raya, I have to tell you something that I know about you. So, your grandchildren were in Lady Andal.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I have to share this. When I was a teacher in Lady Andal, and I'm talking like 18, 20 years ago, I'm talking about 18 years ago in 2002 when I had joined, and
Okay.
we used to have Grandparents' Day.
Yes.
Okay. And I have to tell you that when it was my first Grandparents' Day, you and some more grandparents had put up a dance on Grandparents' Day. Okay. And I had asked my colleagues because I had just joined Lady Andal at that time. And I asked, are these parents or are they grandparents? Are you sure these are grandparents? Because they are so good. And I think you have been a pioneer in bringing in so many physical activities to Chennai. And people have really known you by that. I've never interacted with you one on one. So but I have your grandson, one of them was my nephew's classmate, so I don't know which one. uh,
Okay. Like Davam.
I think Dhavam.
Davam.
I think it was him. So, and I remember so well that you had called Dhavam on stage to dance with you. And he was so embarrassed. He was so embarrassed. But I can't get over that first Grandparents' Day I had attended. And I was so impressed. I said, if this is the level of the grandparents, I mean, you're really in for a rocking time with the kids. So I must compliment you for that a
Thank
long,
you.
long time ago.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, sometimes we all get connected in our journeys, maybe a little later, but the dots are all there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the dots are all, yes. So, anybody else would like to share? Yesterday was a very simple exercise, honestly. It is an easy thing
Yes.
to do. It's just that you have to take time out to do it. And like Priya also said that, it was good because you could connect to yourself, you could spend some time with yourself, and that makes a lot of difference. But as we move along, you will have more questions, and please use this morning time. And that's why I'm opening it by 5:30, 5:45, 5:30, 5:40 latest. I'll be opening the room so we can have more discussions related to what we're doing. Our group size is very large, so I'm not going to leave the WhatsApp group open for too long. But you can reach out to me on a personal chat if you have a doubt. I may not reply back immediately, but I will get back to you. I will send you a text back with your query. I promise to do that. But as far as possible, come in here so you can also ask your questions. Okay. And remember that when you have, okay. So, Suman, we will be talking about a chapter on health. Okay. And I think that comes on day 4. And I will talk at that time on how do you use your language around it. But one thing that you have to keep in mind, and that is just from visualization, that whatever you want to get rid of, you have to start thinking that you are already rid of it. So suppose you say gastric problem, you have to start saying the language that my digestive system is working well and I am absolutely healthy and fine. So that's how you write. But that actually comes as an affirmation, and we're not getting into that. Let's take it step by step. Let's right now just write down whatever you have understood. So, since you say it is a gastric problem, just write that I have a healthy body and a healthy mind. So, what is it that you desire? Write that. And it's important that the language here that you use, you do not bring in words like problem, but you replace it by a word like a challenge. Because the minute the word is a challenge, you know there is a solution to it. Okay. Problem becomes a much more stronger negative word, and that's something that we avoid when we are talking about the universe's language. Okay. Yeah. So do you do right, and I'm not telling you all about this right now because I want you all to start doing it step by step. And that's the reason why I have not told you that these dreams and desires are already manifested. I'm not telling you that. We will come to it at a later point. Right now, even if you write down, I want, say, a BMW car, or I want, say, what do you say a solitaire, or I want this house, or I want something like that, then we are okay with it. Okay. Mm,
Thank you.
yeah. So don't worry about that part right now. That's fine. And we will come to that. But yes, be careful about what you want or how you want it. So instead of writing that I want to get rid of my problem of gastritis or whatever that is, you just say that I want my body to be healthy. I want to have a good digestive system. So we ask for it in the positive, but again, I'm not telling you these things right now because it's a process and we'll keep building on it as we move along. Because if I tell you a lot over there, then you will not be able to really understand how to change the language. You need to first write the wrong language in order to me to tell you that this is the right language. Okay, so it's important to also get it on your own. Right?
I wanted to ask one more question.
Yes, sure.
Do we want? Should we word the desires as micro as possible, or we can make it large also?
Up to you. The more micro the better, because there's more clarity when you say it is when it is absolutely right, in the sense that it is much more detailed. Then your chances of getting it from the universe is higher. Okay. It's like I come back to my favorite example of my palak paneer, and it says that if I say that I want less garlic in it, or more ginger in it, or I want tikha, or I want it sweet, whatever I make specific, this gets better. Okay, I think we're on 100, but I can still see people joining in. So I don't know whether my Zoom allows more than 100. I'll be very happy if that's the case.
Ruchi, one doubt.
Yes, sure.
Like in my desire, can I write my hubby's business get settled or my kids get cured of their skin problems?
Yeah, you can write that. So again, we'll change the language there, that my husband has a flourishing business, and there is more and more prosperity coming his way. And for kids' health, again, we don't write that skin problems get solved. Okay, we write that they have a beautiful skin.
Thank you.
We change the language around, and I want you to write these things wrong first, and then I will rectify.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, great. Awesome. So we are on 100, and I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy.
Morning, Ruchi.
Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, who's this? Yeah, Shruti. Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning.
Congrats on your 100.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. You have to show us the beach one of these days.
Yeah, I am sitting in the balcony only.
Yeah. Right. Great. Yeah. Good. So you'll have to just give me 1 second. I'm just going to check whether the YouTube link has been If anybody else is joining in. Yeah. Right, we're sorted now. Okay, so anything else? Anybody else would like to say something? I just want to again affirm to you that please make sure you have your diary, because from today it is vital that you have your diary where you write your desires. Where if you have written your desires down in the same place, it's a great place because you can keep revisiting it. It's all in one place where you have everything written. But definitely from today, you are to put down your 10 things you're grateful for in a diary. So the first thing I want you to do as soon as the session gets over, if you don't have one, is to get yourself a diary. And today, last 5-10 minutes, I will spend in telling you about the commitment form. I've got a lot of y'all asking me for the commitment form, and it's important that I started. I've been a little hesitant, and I've been having my discussions with Rachna about it, about whether or not, but there are way too many people asking for it. So I have discussed it, and probably we'll take a certain number only. I don't want it to go overboard because I don't want to commit to something that I don't have time for. So I will talk about it, and I'll talk about it in the end of the class today. But I have to tell you, Rachna,
Yeah,
so many
Ruchi.
people have asked for it. So
Yeah,
many.
I told you. So
Yes.
many people would want to be a part of this journey where
Yeah,
it's a give and
Ruchi,
take.
can I speak?
Yeah. Just 1 second,
Ruchi,
Anita.
because of the commitment form only, we were able to do the homework. So I think if you pay, then only you're committed. Otherwise, like we think, अरे छोड़ना आज 8 blessing हो गया बस है. But because of the commitment form, we do the homework within 24 hours.
Yeah, I know.
So that is the best part of the commitment form.
You know exactly what even Rachna was saying, that you must have the commitment form, because only when you receive the commitment form that you are also very committed to doing the exercise. So I have been a little hesitant about it this time, but I think we'll take a look. We'll do that. Yeah. We'll definitely do that. And for everybody else who's wondering what this commitment form is, I will talk about it in the last 10 minutes, because I want to do 2 chapters, because I want you all to get started with both these exercises today itself, which is your 10 gratitude and your magic rock. So I've requested Rachna to read today, and we will try and finish our reading by 7 maximum, because they're simple chapters. They don't really require me to explain too much. The language is very simple, but definitely both the practices I feel should start from today. Okay, so I want you all to get started with both of them, and it's just going to be 6. So, can I share the screen, Rachna?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's flipping by.
Sorry.
No, I said it's flipping. It starts
Yeah.
with the universal. It's
No, no,
universal
no,
law. Yeah,
no. I'm just putting the page up. I'm just looking
yeah,
for that
okay.
page. Yeah, just give me a second. This is all what we had read yesterday, and yeah, day 1, count your blessings.
Count your blessings. Okay.
Yeah. Can I request everybody else to please check your devices? Because what happens is we get on to the speaker view, and the minute your device is switched on, then it keeps fluctuating, and it can get a little difficult for people to follow, especially if they are watching it now on YouTube. It can get challenging for them. So just make sure all your devices are on silent. Yeah. Preeti Gilra, I think your name just flashed up. So can you just put your device back on mute? That'll help. Yeah. Rachna, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Day 1. Count your blessings. You have to change the screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Billy Nelson, B. 1933, singer, songwriter. You will, ha- you will have heard people say to count your blessings. And when you think about the things you are grateful for, that's exactly what you're doing. But what you may not have realized is that counting your blessing is one of the most powerful practices you can ever do. And it will magically turn your whole life around.
Yeah. So now, just want to take this one word or this one phrase. It's going to turn your whole life around, because it's going to make for some of you a 360-degree turn, where from being in a mode of complaining or being in a mode of looking at the negative in things, you are now going to start looking at, how do I look at it and say, oh, this is such a blessing in my life. Oh, this, I'm so grateful that this happened. Okay. And that is why she says, or even when Willie Nelson says that, when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. It is going to be that radical a change if you start doing these practices very, very sincerely. Okay. When you're grateful. Yeah.
When you're grateful for things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will see those things instantly increase. If you're grateful for the money you have, however little, you will see your money magically grow. If you're grateful for your relationship, even if it's not perfect, you will see it miraculously get even better. If you're grateful for your job that you have, even if it's not your dream job, things will begin to change so that you will enjoy your job more. And all kinds of opportunities for your work will suddenly appear. The flip side is that when you're not counting your blessings, you can fall into a trap of unintentionally counting negative things.
Okay, just one
Count,
second, Rachna, just one
yeah,
second.
yeah.
I want to explain to you, and this is something we mentioned yesterday as well, that it is about 4 areas of your life, and you will see her constantly repeat just these 4 areas. Okay, she will either talk about the money, that is your wealth, or she will talk about relationships, or she will talk about your health, or she will talk about career growth and opportunities. And these 4 are what will consistently keep getting repeated over and over again. Okay. Now, move on. Can you just read that again? The
We,
flip side is, yeah.
the flip side is that when you're not counting your blessings, we can fall into the trap of unintentionally counting negative things. We count negative things when we talk about things we don't have. We count negative things when we criticize or find fault with other people. When we complain about traffic, waiting in the lines, delays, the government, not enough money, or the weather. When we count negative things, they increase too. But on top of that, with every negative thing we count, we cancel out blessings that were on their way. I have tried both, counting my blessings and counting negative things, and I can assure
Yes.
assure you that counting your blessing is the only way to have abundance in your life.
Yeah.
Better to lose count while naming your blessings than to lose your blessing to counting your troubles.
Okay, now very important. We go back to that first phrase that we read yesterday, that those who give gratitude are going to be in abundance, and those who are not grateful, whatever they have will also be taken away from them, which is what this basically comes down to, that if you can either be positive or you can be negative at any given situation, right? Now, you cannot be positive and negative at the same time. So when you are positive, you're going to attract more positive things in your life. What you give is what you receive. And when you're negative, you're only going to attract more and more negativity into that situation. So at any given point of time, we have a choice to make. If a situation is there, and if I make a choice, now I'm going to look at it positively, or am I going to look at it negatively? Now, suppose it starts raining. What is my first reaction? Is my first reaction, oh, fantastic, now we're going to have rains, it's going to get so lush and green, the mud is going to smell so good, it's the whole place is going to look lovely, the weather will cool down, we'll not feel so hot? Are we looking at these things? Then these are a positive side of looking at it. The same rains can get very irritating for some people, and they can say ab kapde nahi सूखेंगे, अब बाहर नहीं जा सकते हैं, अब घर में पूरा गीला गीला हो जाएगा, जब हम बाहर जाके अंदर आएंगे तो सारे घर में मिट्टी मिट्टी हो जाएगी. It's the same thing, but our perspective is different. I'm giving you a very simple example for you to understand that the smallest of things also has a choice, which says you can either look at it in a positive light or you can look at it at a negative light. Then the rains will continue. The rains will be enjoyed by few. The rains will probably tell us, "Are sham ko chalo pakode banayenge. The weather has become so good." So that will not change. But your attitude is what you have in control. Whether you want to keep it positive, whether you want to keep it negative, you always have a choice. And start noticing these things about yourself. Don't worry about the people around you. That's not your concern. Okay, they can continue doing whatever they are doing. It is your need right now to become very aware of, am I in a complaining mode, or even if I am in a neutral mode, doesn't matter, but I should not get into the complaining mode. When I step out and I go to buy groceries today, am I going to complain, and am I going to say, अरे ये कब खत्म होएगा, और कब ये हमारी ये डिस्टेंसिंग और ये सारी चीजें, एंड ये मास्क पहन के बाहर निकलना और फिर लाइन में खड़ा होना और टाइम के लिए वेट करना, am I going to keep these thoughts running in my head, or am I going to say, I'm so glad that in spite of whatever is happening, I have fresh fruits and vegetables to buy? So please become very aware of yourself all through the day. Are you in a complaining mode? Do you complain about the little things? Trust me, the big things, we treat them as challenges and we work on them. It's the little things in life which we complain a lot about. So I want you to be aware today of, am I a person who gets into this complaint mode? And what she says, that for every complaint you're making, you're actually, and it's going to come a little later, you will have to be 10 things, or you have to give in 10 blessings for that one complaint that you have, because you're pushing away your blessings, you're pushing away your dreams, your desires, everything by 10 steps because of that one complaint that you are making. And it's better to lose count while naming your blessings than to lose your blessings, because for every complaint you make, you are losing out on 10 blessings, than to lose your blessings to count your troubles. So please take this and understand this very, very well. Okay. Yeah. First thing in the morning. Again.
First thing in the morning, or as early in the day as you can, count your blessings. You can write out your list by hand, type it on a computer, or use a special book or journal and keep all of your gratitude in one place. Today, you are going to make a simple list of 10 blessings in your life you're grateful for.
Yes. So now, again, why do we say first thing in the morning? Because remember, this is how you're going to charge your battery. Just the way we charge our phones overnight, or we put it. Sapna, can you please mute yourself? I think your device. Yeah. And Abha as well. Can you please mute yourselves? Thank you. Yeah. So today, first thing in the morning, you are to write your blessings down. And why first thing in the morning? Because this is like your cell phone charge. This is like you are going to charge yourself for the entire day. You're going to start out by writing 10 things you're grateful for. And there is a format to that. Please do not change the format. Please do not look for shortcuts in the format, because it doesn't work otherwise. So you are to strictly follow the format in the way she has given it over here. So with your book, with your journal, in fact, before we start the class, I saw Rachna writing her gratitude while all of us were in discussion. I come down by 5 o'clock, and my sister and I, we were sitting and writing our gratitude even before we started the class. So please write your gratitude down first thing in the morning. Don't delay it and keep it for later. Even if it means that today you are able to write only 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, doesn't matter. But as soon as the class gets over today, please write down your blessings. Please write down your gratitude. And she's going to give us a very easy format to follow. Yes.
Ruchi, can I just take a liberty
Yes.
of saying something to the
Sure. Sure.
people?
Please. Please.
Girls and guys, please don't multitask when you're doing this. It is for your own good. It is like the word of the gods. You know, when she's taking time in the morning, don't cut your vegetables, don't go to the toilet, don't do anything. Just sit with this moment. 21 days of your 1 hour, let me tell you, you will be so grateful. This is just my request, because I have got what I have never received in my life, this 1 hour, and I please request you to do it. You know, thank you so much. I'm so sorry,
No, no, not at all.
Ruchi, that I
Thank you
did
so
this.
much for putting it across very politely, Rachna. Because, yes, what, like you said, it is very important that you give yourself this 1 hour. I understand some of us have cooking to do in the morning, some of us want to catch it up on our morning walk, some of us want to do something else while we are doing this. But, like Rachna beautifully pointed out, this 1 hour, if I cannot take this 1 hour out to sit down and only do one thing, which is to go through this, trust me, it is not going to be the same. So please avoid doing it. If you have your morning chores to do, please go ahead and do it. Please go ahead and do it at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or can I be a little selfish here also and tell you, if that is what's going to happen, then can you please watch it on YouTube and allow other people who are now actually waiting to get into the Zoom link? So please do that, because these 100 people who are sitting here, I want all of us to sit together without other distractions. So thank you so much for putting that across, Rachna. I really didn't know how to bring it out. Thank you. Yes.
So when Einstein gave thanks, he thought about why he was grateful. When you think about the reason why you are grateful for a particular thing, people, person, or a situation, you will feel gratitude more deeply. Remember that the magic of gratitude happens according to the degree of your feelings. So, with each item on your list, write the reason why you're grateful for it.
Yeah.
Here
So
are some of
when Einstein, just a second, when Einstein gave thanks, he thought about why he was grateful. Very, very, very important, because, and this is what has been very life changing for me, because I used to do my gratitude even before I had read this book, and even before because I had read about it in so many places that you have to be grateful, write your gratitude list, make your gratitude journal, make sure you do this first thing in the morning, when you go to bed at night. I had done this in a number of courses. I had heard about it in a number of courses. But what really changed is when I started putting down the why. So even if I have to say every single day, I'm so grateful for my cook because he has made today, say chola bhatura, or today say pav bhaji, or today say any other dish of your choice. I am telling very specifically what I'm grateful to him for. Many a times in my gratitude list, I have him because he comes down and he gives me a cup of tea when I'm in the middle of a session, because he knows I can't go up in that time. So I have written that so many times for him, that I'm so grateful that he leaves his work and he comes down and he gives me that cup of tea, because he's a part-timer. He need not do all this for me. It's not a part of his job profile, but he does that. And I have been telling my gratitude to him exactly on that day, very specifically for what, and the reason I'm giving you this example at the outset is because you will say सेम चीजों के लिए बार बार क्या ग्रैटिट्यूड लिखना है, वही तो हो रहा है रोज रोज, उसके लिए मैं क्या ग्रैटिट्यूड लिखूं ना, वही चीजें हो रही हैं लेकिन उसमें अलग क्या हो रहा है उसको ढूंढना और उसको लिखना is what is very very important. So writing your why, even if you're writing, even if you're saying I'm so grateful to my husband that he is so supportive, now that is one thing you write. Now if you pick up, I'm going to tell you, I'm so grateful to my husband because he refilled the soap dispenser in my bathroom. Something so small, but trust me, almost 18 years of my marriage, he's never done that. And I didn't question him. I didn't ask him, how come you did it today? How come you filled the soap dispenser? I was just very happy that he had done it. Because I know for a long time that soap dispenser was getting empty and I was just being lazy about filling it up. So it was such a big thing for me that he refilled the soap dispenser. So looking at these minute things, whether it's with your spouse, whether it's with your in-laws, whether it's with your children, and finding these little things and showing your gratitude for these small things is what will make your 10 lists very very simple. It'll go on to 15, it'll go on to 20. You'll have so much to write every single day. Okay, so that's why I wanted to tell you that the why is very important. Okay, yeah, Rachna, here are some ideas.
Here are some ideas for writing your list. I am truly blessed to have, because I am so happy and grateful for, because I am truly grateful for, because with all my heart, thank you for.
Because, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
after you've finished making your list of 10 blessings, go back and read each one, either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each blessing, say the magic word 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel the gratitude for that blessing as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, just 1 second now. Let me just go back on this. Now, look at the language that she has used over here. There are different ways in which you are writing, but it always starts with the same thing. I am, because it is your gratitude. So the word I over there is extremely important. I am truly blessed to have, say, my cook, because he brings me a cup of tea during my session. I'm so happy and grateful for my health because it makes me stay fit and it makes me do all my work with such energy. I'm truly grateful for all the money that I have because I'm able to buy my fruits, my vegetables, my groceries with all my heart. Thank you to my daughter because she's able to take care of her studies on her own. So now you understand that I have brought in all the 4 elements of health, wealth, relationship, my career, my growth. Rudita, if you're on call, can you just put everybody on mute except Rachna and me? Can you just check that? Because I think sometimes the devices just become, they just unmute on their own also. Yeah. Can you please put them all on mute? Yeah. So once you write these blessings down, once you write them down, we're starting with yourself. Whether you write, I'm truly blessed, I'm truly thankful with all my heart, whichever way you want to write it, but writing to whom you're grateful and why you're grateful is extremely important. Okay. And now comes the even more important part. And this is saying after you have finished the 10 blessings, go back and read each one, either in your mind or out loud. Trust me, reading it out loud is more effective than than just reading it in your mind. Whatever you do in your mind space, you have a monkey mind. All of us have a monkey mind, and you'll have four more thoughts which get attached to it. But when you speak, you are only talking that one thought. So speaking out the gratitude, and at the end of the gratitude saying thank you, thank you, thank you, and feeling the gratitude for each blessing as much as you possibly can. Now, this is the most important part, because otherwise, after a point, you may start feeling that I'm doing the gratitude just because I've been asked to do it, and you may do it very mechanically without feeling anything. And the minute it becomes mechanical, it is not going to work in your favor. So, the feeling part of it is extremely important for you to say it with a lot of feeling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can either write the thank yous down, or you can say the thank yous out loud, or even in your mind, whichever way you want to do it. But it's like saying that you have written the gratitude, but if you don't put in the thank yous at the back, you are not bringing in the feeling. So this is extremely important. Please understand the format in which you have to write, putting in your why after you write it, and then saying your thank you, thank you, thank you at the end of it too. Yes, now continue. Yeah.
To help you feel more gratitude, you can be grateful to the universe, God, spirit, goodness, life, your greater self, or any other concept you are drawn to. When you direct gratitude towards something or someone, you will feel it even more, and your gratitude will have even more power and create even more magic. It's the reason why indigenous and ancient cultures chose symbols like the sun to direct their gratitude towards. They were simply using physical symbols to represent the universal source of goodness. And in focusing on that symbol, they felt more gratitude.
Yeah, so now you can start out by showing gratitude to the universe, the God, the spirits, goodness, life, your greater self. You can show it towards anything, okay? And when you direct the gratitude towards something or someone, you will feel it even more and create even more magic. Now, whether you want to say, I'm so thankful to God, I'm so thankful to the universe, I'm so thankful to whomever you believe in. If you have a particular God that you are extremely, you have deep faith in, you can even take their name down over there and say, I'm so grateful to so and so. And as in God, in place of God, you can put down anybody else over there, whether it is say, I know Rachna is a staunch believer of Baba, so I will probably say, I'm so grateful to Baba for whatever. And that's how you just keep putting down whomever you want to put in there. And that's why in our olden times, and it is still a culture that we follow, जो हम बोलते हैं सूर्य जी को अर्घ देना, it was nothing. When it started out, it was to say, because at that time in the Vedic, in fact even before the Vedic culture, the religion was more oriented towards giving gratitude, or towards believing on the natural sources. So we worshipped fire, we worshipped sun, we worshipped water, we worshipped the river. So we worshipped these natural resources, and going back and worshipping the sun is the same as saying my gratitude towards the sun god. So we started out, when early civilization started out, we did start out by putting symbols out there to which we would every day bow down. What is bowing down? It's like saying that I am smaller in front of you, and I humbly bow to you, and I thank you for whatever you are giving me. Early civilizations were all river valley civilizations, and that's why we worshipped the river. So while we started by actually worshipping the Bhagirathi and the Indus and everything, it moved on to even worshipping the Ganges later. So river worship, the sun worship, earth worship, or when we worship, say the plants, or particular, say the Tulsi plant and everything, it all started out with our ancient civilization and culture. So starting to give your gratitude by using any one of these as a part of your list is also something you could do. Yeah.
The practice of counting your blessing is so simple and so powerful in altering your life that I want you to continue to add 10 more blessings to your list every day for the next 27 days. You might think it could be difficult to find 10 things you're grateful for every day, but the more you think about it, the more you will realize how much you have to be grateful for. Look closely at your life. You have received and are continuing to receive so much each and every day. There's really so much to give thanks for.
Yeah, so you
You
might
could
think initially that it's going to be difficult for me to write 10 things. And this has been a starting trouble that a lot of people have felt, okay? Or a lot of people have gone through. So it's absolutely fine. But make it a point to look for the small things that you're grateful for. And that's why I gave you examples of what my cook, about my husband, or about my daughter, or about these little things that are happening around you, which are the small things. But very often we miss out on the small things, and we only say that I'm going to be so grateful when I get maybe this big car, or my big house, or something gets better in my loved one's health. So we are only concentrating so hard on the big things that the smaller things we miss out. So writing these 10 will become very important the minute you put the why to it. And trust me, with practice, it will come. And I can speak for everybody who has been doing these practices with us that it is possible. You might have a little starting trouble, but then it'll just flow. Yes, you could be grateful. Yeah.
you could be grateful for your home, your family, your friends, your work, and your pets. You could be thankful for the sun, the water
Water. Yeah.
that you drink, the food that you eat, and air that you breathe. Without any of them, you wouldn't be alive. You could be grateful for the trees, the animals, the oceans, the birds, the flowers, the planet, plants, the blue sky, the rain, the stars, the moon, and our beautiful planet Earth. You could be grateful for your senses, your eyes that see, your ears that hear, your mouth that tastes, your nose that smells, and your skin that enables you to feel. You could be grateful for your legs you walk on, your hands that you use to do almost everything, your voice that enables you to express yourself and communicate with others. You could give thanks to your amazing immune system that keeps you well, and all of your organs that maintain your body so that you can live. And what about the magnificence of your human mind, which no computer technology in the world can duplicate? Here's a list of subjects that will remind you of the major areas you can look for blessings to be grateful for. You can also add any subject you want depending on what is important to you at any time. Magic gratitude subjects: health and body, work and success, money, relationships, passions, happiness,
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. Love.
love, life, nature, planet Earth, air, water, and the sun, material goods and services, any subject of your choosing. You should feel significantly better and happier after each time you count your blessings. And how good you feel is your measure of how much gratitude you felt. The more gratitude you felt, the happier you feel, and the faster your life will change. Some days you will feel happy really quickly, and other days it may take a little longer. But as you continue to count your blessings every day, you will notice a bigger and bigger difference the way you feel each time. And you will see your blessings magically multiply.
Yeah. Thank you, Rachna. I'm going to call you back after a second.
Yeah.
So now she's given again a whole list of topics or subjects that you can choose. You can say something about your health and body, your work and success, your money, your relationships, your passions, your happiness, your love, your life, nature, planet, material goods and services, any subject of your choosing. And in the previous couple of paragraphs, she's talking about how you can bless every part of your body. And there's a beautiful exercise which we will be doing when we do the health and each of these chapters on each of these areas, and we will be delving deeper into it. But there is so much for you to be grateful for. And how do we know that the way we have written our gratitude is correct or not? Or how do we know that what I have written, am I writing it from within, or am I superficially writing it because हाँ चलो आज सुबह gratitude class करी थी और क्लास में बोला है कि 10 चीजें लिखनी है, तो आज मेरे को बैठ के उस हिसाब से लिखना है, चलो भाई एक काम की तरह अगर मुझे उसको सल्टाना पड़े, और I have to just do it for the sake of doing it, do I know I am really doing it right? It's only when you start feeling happy after writing the gratitude list do you really come to know whether you have written it with all your heart or not. Okay. And that's why she says you should feel significantly better and happier after each time you count your blessing. And how good you feel is your measure of how much gratitude you felt. And this is beautiful. The happier I feel is how much more truthfully I have written with my feeling my gratitude list. Okay, so that is extremely important, that you write it and you check, am I feeling happy, or am I just feeling the way I was feeling earlier? Have I done it as a task? And that is the meter which tells you whether you have done this sincerely or not. Okay, so please take some time. Right, like she says, some days you may feel happy quickly, other days it may take longer, because this does not say that all your problems or all your difficulties, or whether it's with your health, whether it's with your wealth, whether it's in your relationships, that all of this is going to go away. No, it's not going to go away. You will just learn to accept them better. And through the power of your visualization, through the power of your language, you will be able to change it around. And through various magical practices that she's going to teach us as we move along, you will learn how to change these things around you bit by bit. But it all starts with this practice, and this is the foundation. If you get this right, no matter what else you get or not from this book, this is the most important one. And if you can diligently do this every single day, and like they say, it takes 21 days for you to make a habit, but it takes 90 days for it to become your lifestyle. Okay, so if you have to work on this one practice for the coming 90 days, and trust me, it is not difficult. If you really want things in your life to become magical, little bit of mehnat or little bit of effort from your side, you will have to do. Okay, yeah, magic.
Magic reminder.
Yeah.
Make sure you read tomorrow's magical practice sometime today, as you will need to do something specific before you begin tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're going to do that today itself. So we will read tomorrow's practice today. Yeah, magic practice number 1.
Practice number 1.
Yeah.
Count your blessings. First thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings in your life you are grateful for. Second, write why you're grateful for each blessing. Third, go back and read your list, either in your mind or out loud. When you get to read of each one, say the magic word, thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessing as much as you possibly can. Repeat the first 3 steps of this magical practice every morning for the next 27 days.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah.
5, read tomorrow's magical practice today.
Yeah, so we're going to read that right now as it is. Going back, the exercise for today is to count your blessings. First thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings in your life you're grateful for. Write why you're grateful for each blessing. Go back and read your list, either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each one, say the magic words, thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessing as much as you possibly can. And now, this is going to be the blessing, or this is going to be the practice which will be repeated every single day. So please get this right today itself. Repeat the first 3 steps of this magical practice every morning for the next 27 days. She says 27 days because totally there are 28 chapters, but it's fine if you can even do it for 21 days and then continue doing it for the next 90 days. Okay, so this is the first and the foundation, where you start by writing, I am so grateful for whatever you're grateful for, and then writing why you are grateful. Once you have written it down, you write thank you, thank you, thank you, and you make sure you feel the gratitude. And like that, for each of the 10, you write it down. Okay, the magic rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day 2, the magic rock. Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some.
Yeah, so
Charles
that's quite
Dickens,
yeah, sorry, continue. Charles Dickens,
Charles
yes.
Dickens, 1812, 1870, writer.
Yeah. So now it's quite an interesting quote. And when you reflect upon it and look at it a little more deeply, reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has plenty. Okay, we have plenty of things to be grateful for, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. Actually, if you sit down to write everything that went wrong in your life, you'll not have more than one hand for it. And if you're looking at only the major events, if you are the complaining kind, you will find something wrong in everything. But this is not about that. This is about, what is it that I'm looking at as my major misfortunes? It's less than 5. Okay, maximum of 6 or 7. So we all have misfortunes, but they'll be very small in number. But if we look at our blessings, those are very, very big in number. So understand that, reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has plenty, and not on your misfortunes, of which all men have some. So everybody will have a little bit of that, but blessings we have in plenty. Yeah, in the beginning.
In the beginning of working with these practices, it takes concentrated days in a row to make gratitude a habit. Anything that reminds you to be grateful in is helping you turn your life into gold with gratitude. And that's exactly what this magical practice is about. Lee Brower presented the gratitude rock practice in this secret film and the book when he told us the story of a father of a dying child who used a gratitude rock to be grateful for his son's health. And his son's made a miraculous recovery. Since then, the gratitude rock has same magic rock practice. Am I reading right?
Yeah, yeah, right. Has been a proven success. Is that what you're getting on your screen?
No. Has been a proven success,
Yes.
yeah, with many people the world over who have used it for money, healing, and happiness. First, find a rock or a stone. Choose a small size that fits into the palm of your hand and that you can close your fingers around. Choose a rock that is smooth, without sharp edges, not too weigh, and that feels really good in your hand when you hold it. You can find a magic rock from your garden if you have one, or from a riverbed, creek, ocean, or a park. If you don't have easy access to any of these places, then ask your neighbors, family, or friends. You may even have a precious rock or a stone already that you can use as your magic rock.
Okay, now I'm just going to stop you here because there are some things
Yeah.
very interesting that came up in the last batch also. So many of y'all had a rock which had gratitude written on it already, and you didn't know how to use it, and y'all posted pictures. So, this is just to say that it can be anything. It can be a small stone, it can be a pebble, it can be anything which is smooth and round because you can hold it in your hand. Now, I have to tell you that I had such creative ones come up when I did the session with the children. Okay. And the children came up with such cute little ones. Somebody had a little keychain, somebody had their Rubik's cubes, so many of them had such different ideas to their magic rock. And it was amazing to see some of the girls had lip balms, okay, because they said that's the last thing that they use at night and they hold on to it and they wanted to create that as a magic rock. So, a lot of creative ideas came up with the children. But with adults, we can start out by looking at a small pebble, a small stone. If you are the creative kinds, just take a pebble and even write the word gratitude on it, okay, which will make you feel really nice about that one particular piece. And why is it so important? I'm going to be explaining that to you. For me, my gratitude rock is a balm ka dabba, because there's one thing that I'm habituated with. I love sleeping by putting that little smell, and so that is my gratitude rock. I know I do that last, so I pick that up, and the minute I hold it, I go back into whatever the activity the gratitude rock is going to ask you to do. So your gratitude rock can be anything, but it cannot be a cell phone. And I'm telling you that as a warning right now, because I had to explain it to a lot of people. So I'm telling you right now, in fact, your cell phone is something that you should put away at least half an hour before you go to sleep. I'm not saying it happens with me every day, but I'm trying sincerely to put it away. Half an hour away, you are away from any kind of a digital distraction, and then you spend a little time with yourself. Maybe if you like to meditate, maybe if you like to read something, maybe if you want to just go to sleep, whatever you want to do, but put away your cell phone or any gadget at least half an hour before you go to sleep, and then hold your magic rock and then do whatever practice she's going to ask us to do now. Okay, yeah, when you have found, yeah.
When you have found your magic rock, put it by your bedside in a place where you will definitely see it when you go to bed. Clear some space if necessary so that you can easily see your magic rock when you go to bed. If you use an alarm, put it next to your alarm clock. Tonight, just before you get into bed to go to sleep, pick up your magic rock, hold it in your hand, hold it in the palm of your hand, and close your fingers around it. Think back carefully through all the good things that happened during the day and find the best thing that happened that you are grateful for. Then say your magic word. Thank you for the best thing that happened. Return the magic rock into its place by your bed, and that's it. Every night for next 26 days,
Follow.
follow the same magic rock practice because I'm reading it on your
Yes,
in my
yes, yes.
cell phone,
Okay, so
so
I'll
your
just
photo.
read this part. Yeah, I'll just read this part because I know it gets a little tricky. Every night for the next 26 days, follow the same magic rock practice before you go to. Now, can you read?
Sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think back through the day and find the best thing that happened that day. While holding your magic rock in your hand, be as grateful as you can be for that thing and say thank you. Using a rock seems like such a simple thing to do, but through this practice, you will see magical things begin to happen in your life. When you look for best thing that happened during the day, you will search through many good things that happened. And in the process of searching and then deciding on the best one, you are actually thinking of many things you're grateful for. You will also be ensuring that you go to sleep and wake up in gratitude each day. The counting your blessing and magic rock practice will ensure that you begin and end your day in the best state of gratitude. In fact, they are so powerful that together they would change your life in few months. But this book is designed to change your life really fast through an abundance of magical practices. Because gratitude is magnetic and attracts more things to be grateful for, the concentration of gratitude over 28 days will intensify the magnetic force of your gratitude. When you have a strong magnetic force of gratitude, your magic, you automatically magnetize everything you want and need to you.
Yeah, thank you, Rachna. Thank you so much for reading that. I'll call you back again when we read the
Yeah,
practice. Let me
yeah.
just explain this a little bit here. So, now what exactly happens when you take that little piece of rock, or say your bam ka shishi, or it is a pebble, or anything that you have, but something that you are not using otherwise all through the day? So, avoid making it your finger ring or your chabi ka guchha or a pen, something that you are using all through the day. Please do not use the same device. You have to have something a little more exclusive as a magic rock. Okay. Now, what happens is when you take this magic rock and you hold it in your hand, and then you close your eyes and you go through the entire day. So you're recapping everything that happened during the day, but you are recapping all the good things that happened during the day. So you say, अच्छा breakfast बहुत अच्छा बना था, okay, उसके बाद में lunch में दाल बड़ी अच्छी बनी थी, then later in the evening I had a good chat with my friend, I sat by myself, I had a cup of coffee, I got to see this Netflix episode that I've been wanting to see, I had a good chat with my daughter, I helped her with her homework. So you are thinking so many good things that have happened all through the day. And then you say, but what's the best thing that happened with me? So the best thing that happened with me was that I helped my daughter out with my homework. So you hold your magic rock and you say, thank you, thank you, thank you that I was able to spend time with my child and I was able to help him or her with her homework. Now, what do you do when you do that? The thing you are grateful for, you attract that more and more in your life. Okay. So when you say that and you sleep, your subconscious mind is at work when your conscious mind is at sleep. So, what is the message that your subconscious mind has received? Your subconscious mind has received the message that she is very grateful or he is very grateful for this vendor who has given the money back, or for this business opportunity which has come, or for this relationship which has been so magical or so beautiful during the day. The subconscious mind registers and hold on to that thought, and that thought is then what goes out in the universe and comes back manifold. Okay, so scientifically, if you are to understand, it's a beautiful process. You pick up the thing that you are most grateful for and you say a thank you for that at night. What happens? It goes straight into your subconscious mind. So while the conscious mind is asleep, in your sleep time, your subconscious mind is running, and the subconscious mind is then able to process it and hand it over to the universe, which the universe then takes over and multiplies. And that's also the reason why we say, don't watch say gory episodes or read unsettling things at night and sleep. Don't watch horror movies. I too hate horror movies, but otherwise also don't watch these kind of disturbing things at night. Why? Because you are passing on that information to your subconscious to process, and you don't want the subconscious to be so unsettled at night with things that are not so pleasant. So please end your day on a good note. Now when you sleep on a good note, you wake up fresh, you wake up happy, you wake up joyful, you wake up energetic. And then when you add to it the practice of your 10 gratitude in the first thing in the morning, you understand how you are starting your day on a great note and you're ending it on a fantastic note. And the best thing is, you end it and your subconscious is working on it all the time that your conscious mind is sleeping. Okay, so it's a wonderful practice, and if you can just get these two things right, of doing your 10 gratitude every morning, doing it in the format that she has given, doing it with your feeling, saying your thank you, thank you, thank you over there, and then ending your day with your magic rock and saying, so what is the best, what are the great things that happened with me all through the day? And when you recall, you're already looking at the good, 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 good. And then you say, now amongst all the good, what is the best that happened? Let me pick up the best that happened today. And I'm going to say, I thank you so much for this thing, because this is what happened. And I'm so grateful that I was able to spend time with my daughter, helping her with her homework or whatever it is, and sleep with that thought. And put your magic rock back again on the side. You don't have to hold on to it and sleep with it at night. You can put that aside and go to sleep because it's done its job. Okay. In NLP or neuro linguistic programming, this is also called anchoring. What is anchoring? When you start attaching a certain feeling with a thing. Now, subconsciously, we are anchored to a lot of things. For example, if you listen to a song, you are anchored into a feeling that you have had with that song. Okay. Maybe it is a song that you have heard with your spouse in your romantic days or in your courtship days. And the minute you hear that song, it brings a big smile to your face. Sometimes you are anchored to certain things on your body. Now, what is that? Like, suppose you have gone, you've lost a loved one, and people are coming very often, and they are giving their condolences, and they pat your back and they say, "Koi baat nahi, sab theek ho jayega. Don't worry, be strong." Kya ho raha hai yahan pe? You are being anchored by this. So for a long time, this remains as a moment where I'm transported into a place of grief. So next time somebody comes and pats your back, you may start feeling that grieving, and you will not realize, why am I suddenly feeling sad? That is your anchoring that has happened. Now, the same way, so I've given you an example of how music is good anchoring, and this patting which has happened is a not so resourceful state. We call it a resourceful state. That is not such a good anchoring. Now, when you look at your magic rock becomes your anchor. And you keep doing this practice over and over and over again. Every time now I pick up my balm ki shishi, immediately I feel happy about something. I have no idea why, but I feel very happy. And I feel suddenly there is a shift in my energy. And that only happens because I've picked up something which has been anchored with happiness, anchored with a happy memory. And that's why I'm telling you, don't use your everyday things. Your anchoring will not be strong. So, next time, even during the day, if you're feeling a little low, or if you're feeling irritated, or any of these emotions, these negative emotions, the minute you go and touch that particular rock of yours, or a pebble, or whatever you have made as your magic rock, you will immediately start feeling better. Now, how strong is your anchor will depend on how strongly you have put your feeling into it. Okay, so this magic rock is a very powerful tool, and if used correctly, can immediately change or make a shift in your sense of being. Okay, so I have explained to you why it is an anchor. It comes from an NLP technique, but it is something that you can use. And making a strong anchor or making a strong magic rock is not just important for the night, but like I said, anytime during the day, if you then go and pick your magic rock up, you will start feeling happy. You will start feeling gratitude or calmness or joy or something. Whatever was negative will definitely start moving towards neutral, if not positive. So, are you understanding that this magic rock is extremely important for you to anchor it correctly, for you to use it correctly? Okay. Rachna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic reminder. Be sure to read tomorrow's magical practice sometime today, as you will need to collect some photographs before you begin.
Yeah. So no problem.
Mag-
This is
yeah,
fine. We can read it tomorrow itself. Yes.
okay.
Magic practice
The
number.
magic practice number 2, the magic rock. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. And at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, find a magic rock and put it by your bedside. Before going to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and think of all the best things that happened today.
Yeah. Sorry. 1 second.
That's it? Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No. 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 There's a little more. Yeah.
that's
Best
it.
thing that happened
Uh,
today.
and today, repeat the magic rock practice every night for the next 26 days. Read tomorrow's magical practice today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for reading that, Rachna. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you
Yes.
for letting me do that. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. So the two practices, very, very important, and they form the foundation of your next 21 days with me and the 90 days ahead and a lifetime. Okay, so your 10 things you are grateful for, starting with the format that has been given. And the second thing is to have a magic rock, showing gratitude to God before bed. Yes, it is correct, it's absolutely fine. Even if you want to make an idol, a small, say, Ganesha idol or whatever, whichever God you believe in, making that as your magic rock is also absolutely fine, and you can use that. But please understand that these two practices are the core of all the practices that you are going to be doing, because you have to repeat these two practices every single day. So please get this right, and then everything else will fall in place. So getting your diary, making sure you write your 10 things. I have told you, start looking at small things that are happening around you, because when you look at the small things, you complain lesser. Okay, your complaints come down, and so you are able to be more positive towards the things that are happening in your life. So that becomes your 10 blessings. And then at night, having a magic rock, holding a magic rock, and thinking about all the great things that happened all during the day, and saying, okay, so many good things happened, what am I going to pick up and say this is the best thing that happened? And then saying a thank you out loud for it, and doing that practice by saying thank you so much for this thing that happened, and putting your magic rock aside and going to sleep. Then it starts working on your subconscious mind, so you don't have to worry about it. Post that, it's absolutely taken care of. Okay, so now doubts, questions, some experiences from magic rock holders, if you can share.
Ruchi,
Yeah, Shruti. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Was it
Yeah.
Shruti or Shweta?
yeah. Hi.
Hi.
First, Ruchi, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yes.
this the whole thing of magical mornings that we do. I did with you last time also. It was
Right.
so beneficial. And one thing which I was trying whole of my life was to get up early morning, and it became so easy because of this right now.
Yes. I've heard
And
and I'm so happy about it. Yeah.
and I want to ask, about writing the 10 gratitudes.
Hmm.
Some things happen in a day, when you really feel, oh wow, this was such a wonderful thing that happened with me, and you instantly want to write that gratitude.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
can add that also to my gratitude list, and I can go on and do it again the next morning, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to make a note of it, and if you are in that habit of, I would love to write it down, please go ahead and write it down. You can
I can
even
add it to my list.
yeah, and add it to your list the next day. Of course, you to do that. If you want to keep it as a reminder, maybe if you have a whiteboard or a soft board, I use a lot of post-its. I love lots of post-its. So you can probably write it down on a post-it and just stick it up somewhere. So then next day morning, you remember it and write it.
Hi,
Yeah.
Ruchi. This is my
Hi.
magic rock.
Yes. Can you show it a little closely?
Yeah, this is my magic rock. I just found it outside my house near the plants.
Nice.
And after seeing Secret movie, I was so keen to find those kind of stones. And actually, I found it that day
Yes.
itself in the evening.
Yes.
And believe me, after using this, I'm looking forward for thanking in the night. And I don't miss it a day also.
Absolutely.
And my husband Sanjay, whenever I used to cook, used to never say anything. But nowadays, he's telling me thank you thrice.
I'm so happy.
And me also, I
Yeah.
used to think apno ko kya thank you bolna. But believe me, expressing gratitude thrice is a wonderful feeling. I
Yes.
can sense the vibes of the other person that they are feeling more happier.
I'm
So
so
it
happy to hear that.
works. Gratitude works. It's portable. It's definitely portable, as she
Absolutely.
says.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Nice. Anyone
Hey,
else would
Ruchi.
like to share? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, hi, this is
Hi.
Sheetal.
Yes. Hi.
And so I'm going through a transition right now, and I'm shifting from all the way from Orlando, Florida to California.
Okay.
And this has come at such a timely, I mean, it's just perfect, it's synchronous. But while I was, packing and moving things, I found this rock. Um, I mean, it's basically it's a rose quartz and it's a heart-shaped one.
How sweet.
I don't know if you
How
can
sweet.
see it.
Yeah. Lovely. We can see it. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's
So
visible.
this is like, it's so funny. I was unpacking and packing and doing things today, and I found it, and you're doing this magic rock thing, and I said, okay, this is it.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you're ready, it comes to you.
Yep.
Comes to you. All the
I
very
believe
best
that.
for all your shifting for sure. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
this will help you. Sure it
Yeah.
will. Yes.
I'm
Thank
looking forward to the journey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Looking
you.
forward to. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you,
Ruchi, can I
Sheetal.
say something?
Yes. Yes, Rachna. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Guys, it's just that I feel so eager that you all feel the magic that I'm going on saying this over and over. When we started, there was nobody except Ruchi who was guiding us, and she, being so polite, could never say things that, she always was worried that we will get hurt. But let me tell you, believe in this process. Please, please, please give your 100%. Don't do anything at all while you're doing this. You will start seeing magic in 3 days. Just believe in this process. Don't multitask. Don't think of anything else. Just be with this moment. The magic is happening. The moment you start listening, the magic starts happening. Why I'm saying it? Because I know Ruchi just doesn't believe in pushing anybody, and she feels that everybody has their own time and they will get around and they will understand. But let me tell you, you will so bless me, Ruchi, of course, but bless me, because I am insisting that believe in the moment. The moment you put your, connect to Zoom, just forget about everything else. Be conscious that your uh, phones are muted and be with that moment. Keep your book, write what touches your heart, because these are the clues that you will probably work on and become magical. And together, we need all your energies, because each one's energy adds to the magic of us. It's the power of we here today. And thank you so much, Ruchi, for allowing me to do this, because I feel, it is magical, and I don't want anybody not feeling it because they didn't know what to do better.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rachna, for saying that. And like you say, I am not the kind who will push. I will show the direction and I will say, now it's up to you to pick it up. But Rachna has put it so nicely for me to say that, I have experienced it and I know what you're going to get from this, but I'm also telling you how you will get it the best if you give your 100%. I completely understand we have household chores, we're trying to catch up on maybe say a walk or any of these things while we're doing it, which is perfectly fine with me. But now I can be a little selfish here and I say, please give the opportunity to all those who want to sit and listen to it on Zoom. And you have the recording to take it up, to listen to it later on in the day. So let's be a little mindful here that if I decide to wake up, you've decided to wake up, you've decided to join in by 5:30, 5:45. So when you have made that effort, then give yourself this 1 hour of undistracted time. Okay, please don't do that. And please sit down, like Rachna said, keep a diary, make your notes, listen, absorb, keep your questions coming on the chat box. I may not see it at that time, but I will respond to it a little later, because that's the only way you will learn from it. That's the only way to actually see the magic begin to happen in your life. And now we have live testimonials in this class who have husbands thanking them for their cooking. And I think between Rachna and Pushpa ji, and I don't know whether Archana and Babita are there because they have their production and everything going as well. So I'm not sure whether they've continued, but there are enough and more people who can tell you their stories. Honestly, we don't even have to really go by all the stories that she's saying. There's enough that the group has now to say that yes, this works. But they will also tell you how to do it, and it's very, very important. So please, for today, please let's stick to these two practices: writing your gratitude down and finding your magic rock. And I will open out the group. Please post pictures of your magic rock. We would love to see what your magic rocks look like. I'll not keep the group open all through the day, maybe until 10 o'clock. That's it. But please keep posting pictures of your magic rock, because the minute you have picked it up, like Sheetal said, that I just found it. So the minute you find it, please post a picture on the group. It'll inspire more people to look for it. But this is the crux. So please get this right. Okay.
You were supposed to talk about your.
Yes, I will.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I say
Yes.
something?
Yes, Pushpaji, please. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to say that I was a part of your part of the journey last time, and
Yeah.
yesterday, as everybody knows, was my birthday. I can't tell you how special it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I was feeling so blessed. I think I hardly had time to do my puja and eat, and the whole day I had blessings till night 10:30. I was receiving blessings from everybody, and I was feeling so nice from inside. I don't know. I can't tell you how nice I was feeling. And I was telling my husband, this is the power of gratitude. I've been like, and I really feel that whatever you're doing, you have to give 100% to it. If you really don't put your 100% and have faith, then there's no point in doing. That doesn't work at all. You need to have full, complete faith in what you're doing. And definitely, sometimes what you say, ki, mm, you don't have tension or anything, just leave as it is. So sometimes people, in the house also बोलते हैं कि अरे तुमको तो चिंता ही नहीं है चिंता है काम करो, but that's how you go. And as you said, just go with your journey. Everything else will fall in place. Automatically things will change for the better. Like how Shruti also said, husband is praising her for the food. So small things will happen, and small changes will lead to a big change later on.
Absolutely.
And I'm so happy. It's so addictive. I don't know. I just have like how you said, when you wake up, you need to jump, and I really jump out of the bed. My class is going to start. So I've kept all my meditation, puja, everything aside. But I really like it's a satsang for me, and it's a food tonic for my brain. So I'm really liking it, and I'm so thankful to you, Ruchi. I don't know how I met you, but really I'm very, and so many of my gratitudes are to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you
We
very
can,
much.
we can talk that for the second
Ruchi,
day.
can
I
I
have a
speak?
small doubt.
Yes. Anita, just 1 second. We'll take the doubt and we'll come to you. Yeah?
Yeah,
Ruchi,
sure.
Yes, Jaya. Yeah.
Last time I did this via the YouTube links I told you. So I just wanted to know the magic rock that I used last time. I can continue using
Yes,
that, right?
please, please.
And the journal also just continue
Yes,
adding to it.
absolutely, absolutely, because you need to make that one anchor very strong. So don't
Okay.
change the anchor. So even
Yeah.
after that balm gets over for me, I will still
Okay.
continue using that same dabba. I don't change the dabba.
Yeah, because my magic rock, what I have right now, I can't imagine using anything else but that. So I don't want
No,
to
no,
shift.
have that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Don't have to change it. Please don't
Okay.
change it. That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to add another thing, Ruchi.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
daughters are also listening.
Hmm.
And while listening, every day she sends me a message. Mom, I love you. Mom, I love you. I feel so nice.
How
No
nice.
extension.
Lovely.
Yeah, and they are just following that. So that's really good, you know.
I'm so happy to know that. Yeah. Anita, we'll go and then I'm going to wrap up. Yeah.
What I want to tell is, it is not without a reason that so many of people like me are doing this course again, because it is more than the book. It is Ruchi's magic which is working.
Yeah.
The way you
Agree,
explain, the
agree,
way you have a
agree.
lot of
Yeah.
patience. नहीं तो कौन सुबह सुबह वापस 1 hour देगा? Once we have done the course, everybody wants to do something new or something different or their regular routine. But we joining again, so many of us, it shows that Ruchi's magic works. Please follow the homework. And I think commitment form is one of the way by getting committed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Ruchi.
Thank
My
you.
son was telling me yesterday, Mom, you've already done the class. Why you want to do it again? I'll order a book for you. I said, yeah, you can order a book for me, but
Yeah.
I like it. Let me just continue.
Thank you so
Can
much.
I
It's
take one
addictive for
second?
me as well. It's one more,
Ruchi,
it's
can I
very,
take
very
this one
addictive
second?
for me. Yes, yes.
So as Anita said, yeah, thank you, Ruchi. As I had started your first one, right? So in that
Right.
first one, I was not able to give the continuations because of some reasons. Okay, so that's, as you said, the chores will be there and everything will be there. Only thing what I am present to that situation and making it to from negative to positive, something what I really felt a very good and gratitude. And also my daughters follows, so we both are doing with the magic rock. And as you said, I was not finding what will be the best. Always we choose the rock should be best, because which we should be using for the regular. So I started with the pebble, and again in that pebble I'm looking at what color should I start. So that's really amazing. Thank you, Ruchi.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy. So I'm going to make it quick now. I'm just going to quickly say what is this commitment form. I will be writing about it on the group as well. So basically, a commitment form is where you get a Google form every day, and the Google form asks you whether you have done the day's activities or not. It is a very simple form. Some days it will ask you to upload a picture in order to see it. So it is a commitment that you are making towards yourself in these coming 21 days. And there is a charge to it. It is 1,000 rupees for receiving this commitment form. And I have been very hesitant about it, but I know a lot of y'all have been asking and a lot of y'all have been pushing me for it. So I said, okay, I will open the commitment form for just 30 people. I don't want it for more than that, because it's important that I am also involved with you in your commitment. And I will not be able to give more time than that, because I have to make sure that these 30 people with whom I'm hand holding, okay, at one level, are doing what they are supposed to do. So with these 30 people, we don't make a separate group. I just create a broadcast list by which you will keep receiving your Google form by 5:30, 6:37 in the evening. You get it around that time, and it's just a checklist. It's only checking back on you whether you have done your job or not. Okay. So I will put the link up and I will put the message up. Those of you who want to sign up, but like I said, I don't want to go beyond 30. So we will start by taking 30 people. And this is like saying, I am committed to myself. And here you receive a form in the evening to just check on whether you have done this or not. Okay, so that's the commitment form. The classes continue the same way, everything else remains free. There's no charge to this at all. Okay. This is only an additional commitment that you make to yourself. And I know that people who did the commitment form were definitely more committed than the others who didn't. So it's not like I'll not reply to your messages or I'll not respond back. I don't respond back on the group because there are too many messages to respond and then it gets diluted. But anything that comes to me on a private chat, I will respond back to that. But I'm reading everything. Let me tell you that I'm reading every message you are writing, and I'm extremely grateful for all the love that I'm being showered with. So thank you so much on that. Okay. Yeah, Suraya ji, I can see your gratitude rock, and it looks like really pretty and nice. Lovely. These are action takers. So I really like that. Fantastic. All right, so it's 7:15 and let's have a beautiful day ahead. Sit down and write your 10 gratitudes right away. Before you get up from wherever you are, please sit down and write down your gratitude. Look for your magic rock. That's what you have to do, and it'll hardly take you half an hour to finish all of this. Trust me, it's worth the investment you make in yourself. Right? So thank you very much and have a great day ahead. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Ruchi.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
Thank you.
Ruchi.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank
Rachna.
you.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having a
having
Thank you
us.
so
nice,
much,
Nice
sweetheart.
day.
Thank
have a
you,
nice
so
guys.
much.
Day ahead. Yes.
Thank you, Ruchi.
Thank
Wishing
you
you two
so
a
much.
very, very great day ahead, Ruchi.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you, Ruchi. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
Ruchi. Thank you so
much.
Thank
much.
you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Thanks a
much.
lot,
Thank
Ruchi.
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ruchi.